Mutual Live at Radio Memphis, I get off on you. That's kind of rude. There it is.
Unless you ask for it.
Well, there you go. The colored parade when the world's against me. God, excuse me. God, all of a sudden, it's like when I turn the mic on, magical things happen. But it's not the good magic stuff. I either get gassy, there's a train in the room, there's an airplane flying overhead. Somebody wants to come talk to me. Oh, so you got your headphones on. Good, you can hear what I'm saying. What? Stop it. Go away. First world problems, I know.
Yes, they are, aren't they?
Yes. Coming up, I've got a guy with a weird job. We had a woman with a weird job, the baby namer.
Yeah.
You can find that bit on our YouTube channel.
God, baby namer.
Yeah.
The fact that she just created that and is making a living of it.
Well, it's the fact that there's people with money that are too damn lazy to name their own kid.
That are willing to pay her to do it.
I have a solved mystery coming up shortly. And I have a case of that doesn't go there. There.
There's been a lot of that lately.
Yes, there have been.
Things that don't go there.
Yesterday's Science News was about a doctor in, was it Brazil?
Yeah, I think it was Brazil. No.
Spain?
Italy.
He developed a tool that will help remove things from one's rectum.
Yes.
And a pretty ingenious thing.
It actually, really, he just kind of reinvented the wheel.
In a way, because necessity being the mother of invention that it is, you have this problem, random people putting random things where they don't belong, and you got to go get them because he's lost the leash or the handle or the grip or whatever. He's sort of stuck.
Or there's too much of a vacuum.
It's like popping a cork. Take, for example, this particular case. Brazil. That's where exactly it takes place in Brazil. Doctors in Brazil, you know where I'm headed with this, were shocked. Shocked, I tell you, after they discovered a man that had a 5-pound dumbbell stuck in his butt.
What?
You know,
that was just the sound of his anus screaming
as it was going in. The 54-year-old man was admitted to the hospital after he was suffering with stomach pains, nausea, and constipations. Well, there's your problem.
What the hell? When did you eat this?
Excuse me, sir, that doesn't go there. Said in Portuguese.
Yes.
Before attending the hospital in Manaus, the man had tried to remove the weight himself, of course, because at that point, you know, desperation sets in. Yeah, there has to be at that point where you're like, oh my God, how do I do this? And you don't want to call a friend to come help you because this is just highly embarrassing. You got a 5-pound dumbbell up your ass. He waited for 2 days before seeking medical help.
No. A 5-pound dumbbell.
After having a rectal examination, because, you know, you do, doctors were unable to find what had been causing the problem, you see.
Oh.
So they ordered x-rays.
Oh, God, no. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that x-ray just hurts.
That thing was so far up his ass, the door shut behind it.
Yes. Wow.
That's when doctors found the gym equipment, which was, I don't know what this is in freedom units, 20 centimeters long and was lodged where the colon meets the rectum.
Rectum.
Surgeons were unable to use tweezers, of course, to remove the 5-pound dumbbell.
Of course.
Oh.
Damn, missed. Damn, missed.
And it gets worse.
When they touched the sides, did it buzz like an operation?
So surgeons trying to use the forceps to go in and get this thing.
Just like operation.
It was failing miserably.
Kept touching the sides.
All right, now brace yourself. This is how they got it out. Surgeons performed a manual extraction involving a doctor using his forearm to remove the object. He was being fisted by the doctor.
Yes, I think so.
After
Are they dating now?
There was a little kiss on the cheek, you know.
Right.
Well, the patient was discharged after spending 3 days in the hospital. So, yeah, you got a 5-pound piece of steel up your ass, and now you had half of a doctor in there.
Yes. So the doctor went spelunking.
He did.
To get it out.
It's in here somewhere. Loosen up, man. According to the International Journal of Surgery case reports, the medics said the case had been of a sexual nature. Well, no shit. Why else?
Really? He wasn't working out. He didn't slip and fall onto the weight.
No, the experts say that retained rectal objects represent a rare complaint in the emergency room. Well, I guess in
Not
Brazil.
that rare.
Affecting mainly males between 20 and 40 years of age, with most objects of a sexual nature. But the examiner must be aware of objects of an unusual nature, like a barbell.
Oh, there is. Ew.
After they cleaned it up, of course. And then there's the forceps for,
Wow.
for scale. Yeah. Well, no wonder they couldn't wrap that thing. They did the wrong tool for the job. They should have gotten a hold of the Italian guy.
Yeah. That's what they needed.
Well, the report goes on to say, they explain that it's a problem that affects both genders, but it is predominantly seen in fellas.
Right. Yeah, we know it happens.
This is why women live longer, you see.
That's right.
Because a guy will look at something and go, I wonder if that'd fit my ass.
I know a few girls that way, too.
The experts say, quote, a huge variety of rectal objects have been described with a greater predominance of those of a sexual nature, followed by glass objects, which should be handled with greater care due to their fragility and risk of injury if broken. In such a case, with the lodged dumbbell in his butt, medics and physical examination should be the standard procedure.
Well, an extra 5 pounds, he could have just worked out. It could have been just like a workout program.
No, he got tired of lifting and goes, I think I'm going to stick this in my butt. A rectal extraction should be performed when there is a risk of piercing from the object. So you have to,
wow.
You got to.
Can we not say that? Out loud, please.
Well, I'm not the one with the thing crammed up my butt.
Oh, man.
This is not a repeat from yesterday, my friend.
Piercing.
Tearing. That doesn't go there.
Correct.
I mean,
obviously it did.
What do you mean? What
it did go there?
Well, it physically showed up there. Yes. Then again, so did the doctor's right arm up to his elbow, apparently.
Yeah. I wonder if they exchanged phone numbers at least.
I don't know what that.
That's just kind of weird.
Unless think about it this way: the doctors have to do some pretty unsavory things.
Right,
that's just the nature of the business. But I could not possibly imagine the PTSD that would come from a guy who's had to fist another guy to get something out of one's butt.
Yeah.
I'm thinking after this whole procedure was done, the doctor's in the break room cutting a smoke with a cup of coffee, just shaking his head.
About this.
You're just hearing like helicopters and gunfire and just, Is Dr. Freddie available inside?
Yeah, really.
I'm going to need therapy.
They should have called in a vet. They're used to putting on those gloves that go up to the shoulder.
Well, who's to say this guy didn't have that too? I
doubt they'd need one of those in an ER.
They do have them.
Do they?
Yes, they do. I know this as a fact. A dear friend who was suffering from leukemia. His first round of chemotherapy was delivered to him by a nurse wearing shoulder-length gloves.
Oh, really?
And he said, "Why are you gloved up like a veterinarian?" And
yes.
she said, "This stuff is deadly, and we're going to put it in you.
In you.
And if it gets on me, there's a problem."
Right. Gee, that's comforting.
It's the way he described it to me. It was looked like cherry Kool-Aid. And he said the doctors and staff lovingly call this stuff the Red Death. I don't think they use it anymore. This was quite some. This is nearly 11 years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Man. She should have said something fun like, "Oh, when we're done with this, you're going to need to bend over." If she had a good sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah. I talked to him after his third round of that, and he's...
How did that affect him afterwards? Was it...
it knocked him out.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
He was... because it kills everything in you.
Yeah.
And part of you.
Yeah.
And he was, in essence, unconscious and...
Right.
Not really with it.
Yeah.
For about 2.5, 3 weeks, I guess.
After
during that, when they hooked him up, and he was taking this stuff, and he referred to it as walking through the shadow of the valley of death.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he said it was a pretty interesting experience. It was painless, but it was,
Yeah, but you felt like...
It just felt like crap. Yeah. So they do have those gloves, and they do use them in standard,
I didn't know that. I've only seen them halfway up a cow's ass.
Or dealing with a constipated elephant.
Yes, and I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they got to go in.
This guy, I bet he shat all over the emergency room.
Man, 2 days.
Yeah, they pulled that piece of steel out of his ass.
Probably like spindle top, man.
Yeah. That's the new kid's toy from Hasbro.